The very first button on the left is called the Fukusu Hiragana, Fukusu alphabet button. Fukusu means multiple, and this basically gives you access to all the dictionaries all the many dictionaries that are contained in the device. So if you press it once, you get the Fukusu Hiragana function coming up. So let's type in a word. We use the Romaji, the alphabet, to type in the Japanese. Let's try the word Yama. Y-A-M-A. We get a list of candidates coming up. We use this cursor to scroll through them and pick what we think looks like the most likely one. Press the middle OK button to display it, and use the cursors to scroll through the definitions. Another useful function is we've got these three little buttons on the left over here. 1, 2, 3. The middle button is the font size. So if you press it, it's on, by default it's on middle sized font at the moment. If you press it once, from this state you get to the big font, as you can see. Press it again, it goes to very small font, and then back to medium. So let's keep it at medium. Another useful function is this key here, the bottom left, just to the about 7 o'clock of the OK button, is the back button. Just like on a web browser, the back button, you can go back to the previous screen. So let's go right back to the beginning, and again we'll press this button twice. 1, 2, and the second time is the Fukusu alphabet, or the multiple alphabet button. Let's type in the word mountain, M-O-U-N-T-A-I-N, and if you press OK, we get all the mountain entries for all the dictionaries in the device. You can scroll through them. Some of them, as you can see, some of them are English-Japanese, some of them are English-English. As I said, this shows you every definition of mountain, wherever the word comes up in any definition of any of the dictionaries. So that's the first button. The next button along is the Kojien and Meikyo Kokugo dictionaries, two dictionaries. Depending on how many times you press the button, one of the dictionaries comes up. Let's press it once, and we come up with the Kojien dictionary, which is a Japanese dictionary. This is probably the same one we chose for we selected for the Fukusu Hiragana button, which we looked at just now. Again, let's type in Yama, and again press OK. Actually, that's not the candidate we wanted, so we go back, press the down cursor to go to a more suitable candidate, OK, and again we have the definitions. The back button, back, and back again. If we press this button twice, 1, 2, okay, we go to the Meikyo dictionary, which is simply an alternative to the Kojien. It's still a Japanese dictionary, and it works in exactly the same way. It's just by a different company, so the definitions may be slightly differently worded. That's the second button. The third button is the Mypedia and Kanji button. Alright, Mypedia is an encyclopedia. We press it once. This is a Japanese encyclopedia, useful for such things not only as common words, but also names, place names, people's names, things from history, geography, anything you like. Just it's an encyclopedia. If we press this third button one more time, we go to the Kanji Dictionary, which is very useful when you don't know a kanji and you want to know the reading, the meaning, and all sorts of other information about it. There are 4 options. The very top one is called A. Now you can either choose the top option or any of the options by pressing the OK button here, or because it's got the word A beside it, you can also press the A button. Let's try that way. Here, the only way you can enter the kanji is by writing it, and for the A function, the A option, we use the handwriting keyboard, the handwriting pad. So I'm going to write in the kanji yama, like so, and touch this area here, which is kakunin, or similar to OK. Alright, and as you can see, my handwriting has been translated into proper text, and we've got a few different candidates which we can scroll through and choose one of them by pressing the OK button here. If we don't like it, we go back and scroll up or down to choose another one. Let's go back. Okay, as I said, there were 4 options. I find the B option is often more useful, simply in that it's easier to use, especially for complicated kanji. So let's press B. And here, instead of using the small handwriting pad at the bottom, we've got a big pad on the screen which we can use, which, as I said, is very useful for complicated kanji which have lots and lots of strokes and which are a little bit fiddly to do on this screen here. So again, let's just try yama. Alright, we press kakunin or OK just to the top right. And actually this is slightly different from the A option in that it lists all the kanji which are somehow related to the word yama, to the kanji yama, or whichever one you write in shape. But we want just the plain old yama one, so we'll touch that one. And here we have the various meanings, the pronunciations of that kanji, and we scroll down like so. Alright, let's continue. The 1, 2, 3, 4th button along. This is the English-Japanese dictionary. So this is probably one you'll use quite a lot. Okay, so let's press that. This is the Genius English-Japanese dictionary, and let's type in a word, for example, mountain. And OK, or sorry, not OK yet. We've got a list of candidates again. So just scroll through. It's got all sorts of different words about mountain. We've got mountain, what is it, ash, mountain bike, mountain biking, mountain board, mountain chain, mountain daylight. There are all sorts of different options. Scroll through them, choose the one you want by pressing the OK button. So back. If you press it again, let's see what happens. You get the Oxford Advanced Learner's Dictionary. This, as a learner of Japanese, this won't be very useful for you, but as an English speaker it might. It's just an English dictionary, the trusty old Oxford, which, if you find an English word you don't know, could be useful. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th button is the Japanese English Dictionary. We have here the Progressive Japanese English Dictionary. So again, Y-A-M-A. List of candidates, cursor, up and down, OK button for choosing the most likely candidate. Back. If we press it again, we have a medical dictionary, probably not much use for you, but there it is. Okay, so the Japanese to English, press it again, you get a medical dictionary. I've never used it, maybe you will.